So it will be 30-17 in favor of New Providence. And it will be Emilio Badalamenti taking on Anthony Barra here at 160. So Badalamenti for New Providence, Barra for Roselle Park. 30-17, the team score.
Distinct advantage for Roselle Park here on record.
Barra 15-1. He takes the early 2-0 lead.
Barra, the #1 seed in the Union County tournament, and injured and unable to wrestle in that tournament.
Work your moves. Control him. Control him, Anthony.
Badalamenti, the longer of the two, with a very, very fine cradle. Barra, the more experienced of these two wrestlers, even though he is only a sophomore.
Stay behind.
The danger with New Providence being stronger in the lower weights is that now the fans will start to get into it as Roselle's Park starts to creep in. And we have a nice crowd here this evening at Pug Williams Gymnasium.
Badalamenti stands nicely, gets his 1-point neutral, goes for a headlock, hip throw. Barra behind for an easy 2.
4-1 lead.
Park with the advantage coming up at heavyweight. Park with the advantage coming up with Patterson. New Providence with the advantage coming up with Wilder. This is still one heck of a match to go with the bouts that follow at 160.
And we're looking at the possibility of a 30-29 score headed into the final two bouts.
That's correct.
Which you say on paper look to be 1-1. So we are certainly in for a great finish here at Pug Williams Gymnasium.
Barra hits a cradle right off the whistle. Good hard crossface. The length of Badalamenti allows him to break it, but he keeps reaching back for the head. That's going to be an advantage to Barra before this is done, because as he reaches back, Barra will have him on his back with a good half.
The sectional championship is at stake here as Roselle Park battles New Providence. The Pioneers with a 13-point lead, 30-17. Again, the winner will take on the winner of Palisades Park, Waldwick. That's being contested this evening in Waldwick.
Barra anxious, moves into the front, allows Badalamenti to grab a leg and move where he's in a position of advantage. He needs to get his right arm through, not the left arm that he's moving, but the right arm to shake him off. Barra would like to hold and get a stalemate out of this. Badalamenti reaching up towards the head. New Providence fans would like to have seen that one go a little bit longer, but it was a stalemate position.
18 seconds left, first period. Barra will start on top.
Caution on the top man, coming too far across the body. Barra with the half and again. Again, the length of Badalamenti helping prevent that move. Badalamenti coming out in front, almost getting points, but will run out of time.
So the first period will end with the score, Anthony Barra 4, Emilio Badalamenti 1. This weekend we'll head to the basketball courts at Essex County College for an ECT semifinal as Irvington takes on Seton Hall, a rematch of a semi from last year. You'll be able to see this one Sunday the 23rd at 3 and Tuesday, February 25th at 9 o'clock here on TV3. 4-1, Barra with the lead here at 160.
We talked about the cradle that Badalamenti has, and he rushes it too rapidly, and they come to their feet. 1 point, Barra, neutral. Well, this is coming close enough as a bout that every point is important. The 3 points that we think back to at 130 with Zeglarski and with Spagnola. Barra with the Badalamenti on his back here. New Providence cannot afford to give up those extra points, and Park needs to get them. A very fine job by Barra putting Badalamenti onto his back, and a nice job by the New Providence wrestler coming off. And coming off maybe for points, but Barra doesn't give him. A good leg throw.
10-1 lead for Barra. As we said, there's the possibility it will be 30-29 going to 189. Anything less than 30-29, of course, is in New Providence's favor.
Barra out in front, cross knee pick, and again, isn't content with the 2, comes right up, locks the arm, gets his 2 and his 3. 1 point neutral.
10-2.
Take him down now, Anthony. Come on.
Still plenty of points for Barra to play with.
Beautiful dunk, and Badalamenti continues to hold ahead, releases it now. Barra should have moved a little harder to get him over onto the back, but now puts a half in. Has his count, has another 2. We're looking at a 14-2 score. There it is.
Badalamenti working towards the edge. Neither wrestler has been warned. We'll think about that as we have 47 seconds to go, second period. So it's a 12-point margin right now.
Again, the Park coaches imploring Barra to look for a half. Take him down to his back.
He's going to go with the optional start, give up the 1.
Do it again, Anthony. Do it again.
Badalamenti reaches, but is off balance with that reach. Barra, front headlock, looking to circle, but running out of room on the edge of the mat.
30 seconds left, second period. 14-3 Barra.
King a sophomore, Tarantino the sophomore, Barra the sophomore. This is a young team that at one point was 3-2, and that New Providence match earlier this year, coming from that 27-0 deficit, has turned them around to a team like New Providence that could go on to Paulsboro. Not only does he lose the takedown on that headlock hip throw again, but Badalamenti puts himself onto his back. It has to end here, one way or the other. Barra not giving up on those back points. If he got his 3, he has his technical.
He's got the 3, period will end. And that will do it at 19-3.